Hello there everybody, and welcome to my shop here at Telecron Time. This 1946 General Electric Model 7H140 called the Delegate was donated to me by a good friend and collector, David from scenic Beckley, West Virginia. David is like the philanthropist of Telecron made clocks. I restored 7 clocks for him back in 2020, 2 of which he kept for himself. The other 5 were donated to historical sites and colleges up in the New England area. I had a lot of great conversations with David, and his contributions to saving some of these important pieces of American history is greatly appreciated. Now, all of that aside, we're going to be looking at the reasons why nobody seems interested in this particular clock and why you should be looking to add it to your collection. So let's get going. This is what's known as a poor man's teleprompter. Anyhow, I get this message from David on my Etsy account. He says, Roy, I'm sending you something. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Now, that was right around the beginning of February, very close to my birthday. So lo and behold, a box comes, I open it up, and here it is. It's a Delegate. Now, I think David kind of sent this to me as a joke because he knows how strongly I feel about these particular clocks. This is on my list of the top 8 Telecron clocks that you need to buy for under $50. And the thing about it is Dave only spent $25 for this clock, and he was the only bidder. But what is it about this clock that nobody ever wants to buy it? Okay, look at it. Number one, it's running correctly. It's keeping good time. The alarm seems to work properly on it. Let's take a look at the back here. All the knobs are there, the pull-out lever is there. The cord on this actually looks to be original, so that's a pretty good indication that nobody's fidgeted with this clock in the past. The only thing I see wrong on this clock is just got a small chip in the veneer right there at the top. I mean, other than that, there's really nothing wrong with this clock. So why don't people buy it? Well, I'll tell you why. It's boring, it's blasé, it's ugly. In other words, this clock just does not age very well. Okay, so that's the sad truth behind these clocks, and that's a real shame because I'm going to tell you what, these are a diamond in the rough, and I've done a few of them, and I've sold every single one of them. And this particular clock, I'm going to show you how well they come out, and because of the fact it was donated to me by David, and again, thank you, David, for that, I will put this clock up for sale at a discounted price, only charging for my materials and labor. Alright, so let's do a quick anatomy of this clock here. I have it all apart. These are the 2 bezels, the glass. You can see there's dirt in there. The dial is over there. This is one of the plates on there. This is actually the alarm bell. You can see the amount of carbon that's in there. Over here I have the gearing, all the different gears. You can see on this particular gear there, you can see, look at that sludge just packed on there. Up here we have the power eye, and the 4 hands are right there. These are all the screws and nuts that hold everything together. H rotor is right there. There's the front plate. These are the 2 shafts. One is for the hand shaft, one is for the setting the alarm. And as you can see, all of this is going to need to be cleaned. Now the case is pretty cool. Now one thing I will point out is that these lines on here, these are supposed to be done in black, so I'll go ahead and redo those in black. But I noticed on the bottom here, you got to take a look at this. Look at the dog tag on this. This dog tag looks like it was just put on yesterday. I mean, I have never seen a dog tag so perfect as this one here. Alright, so let's get started on the case first, and then we'll come back to the movement second. I went ahead and rewired this. This was the original power cord, by the way, and I just want to show you how simplistic these alarm mechanisms actually were. This is the lever that turns the alarm on and off, and when I pull this out, like you would on the alarm, this piece right here just vibrates wildly, and what it does is that it would just hit up against the bell housing right there. That's it. I mean, that's the whole thing. Push it back in, and it's just pressure right here. It puts pressure up against this, which keeps it from vibrating. That's how those worked. folks, our completed clock, and as you can see, this is an entirely different looking clock than what we started with. One of the things I want to point out on here is that you need to really take a close look at the veneering on here, because this is all done in a beautiful diagonal type look on there. The bezels have been cleaned, polished, re-lacquered, and you can actually see that this clock came out very, very nice. So again, I want to thank you for stopping by. I look forward to having you on my next video. Take care and stay safe.